It's like we're calling whales or something. Wanna watch a show?
Yeah. What does a horse sound like, though?
A what?
A horse?
A
pony?
horse?
Oh. Spike!
Why, yes. Here it is, an ice cream house. Chocolate fudge shingles, rocky road garage. Huh?
It'd be so fun to
Twilight?
live in the library.
Hi, Spike.
It's the middle of the night. Why are you pacing
I
like
feel like I
this?
live in a library. My roommate
I
has a
don't know
lot
how
of
you
books.
can sleep at a time like this.
Our Wi-Fi is called the library. It's
3 a.m.
that much.
It's awful. It's horrible. It's tragic.
I don't understand. What's wrong?
Here. Now do you see what's wrong?
We forgot to celebrate Arbor Day.
No. The problem is I just finished planning my schedule for the month, but I forgot to leave time to plan for next month. Don't you see? There's no time in my schedule to put together another schedule. I could move my meeting with the Ponyville Hay Board to the following Tuesday.
How
then
stressful.
I can reschedule my lunch with Pinkie Pie.
I understand
You know
that.
what a nightmare she is with scheduling. This is an absolute disaster. My whole year could be thrown off.
And I woke up from an ice cream dream for this.
Oh my gosh, I think I did it. If I can find a way to read the Art of Invisibility spells and Thornhoof's Brief History of Candlelight at the same time, that could leave me a half-hour scheduling window. Huh? What's going on?
What?
I like
Is that like her sister? Or a future? Oh god, it's future her. This is Terminator.
Twilight, you've got to listen to me. Who are you? I mean, you're me, but
From the
I'm
future.
me too. How can there be two me's? It's not scientifically possible. You are not scientifically possible. Twilight, please, I have a very important message for you from the future. You're from the future? That's right, now listen. What happened to you?
Future's
The
always
future must
rough.
be awful. Please, I don't have much time. Is there some sort of epic pony war in the distant future or something? Actually, I'm from next Tuesday morning. But that's not important right now. I can't believe time travel is really possible. How did you... I figured it out. The time spells are in the Canterlot archives. But that's not... Really? Where? I've never seen them. They're in the Star Swirl the Bearded Wing. Now you have to listen to... Is time travel fun? Or does it hurt? I have so many questions. I have something extremely important to tell you about the future. And I only have a few seconds, so you've got to listen. Whatever you do,
Oh no!
Future Twilight? Oh no!
Stop.
This is no laughing matter. We have a crisis on our hooves. I've just been visited by myself from the future. This isn't a joke. My future self
I don't
tried
know
to
why he's
warn me about
laughing.
a horrible disaster that's going to occur sometime before next Tuesday morning.
What kind of disaster?
I don't know. I got sucked back into the future before I could explain. Whatever should we do, Twilight? How do we stop the disaster if we don't know what it is? We'll just have to work together to make sure we're safe. Rainbow Dash, you and the other Pegasi spread out over Equestria and look for any kind of problem that could lead to a disaster. And I mean anything. You got it! Every pony else? Every pony else, time to disaster-proof Equestria. Well, we've done everything on the list. But still, future Twilight looked like she'd been through a horrible ordeal. I just have this nagging feeling we should be looking for something bigger than loose bolts and leaky pipes.
I think we found it.
Okay, every pony, follow my lead.
Hey, kitty!
What is that thing?
Calm down.
Tartarus. He's supposed to be guarding the gates of Tartarus. But if he's here, then all the ancient evil creatures that have been imprisoned there can escape and destroy Equestria.
Destroy Equestria?
Yeah, isn't it great? Hey, Cerberus!
What?
You look like you could use some obedience training. Magic obedience training. Who's the cute little three-headed dog? Wow, I knew you were good with animals, but this is amazing.
Aw, he's just a big furry guy who got out of his yard, that's all. Right, Cerberus? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Pinky,
Yes, Twilight?
do you have a ball I can borrow?
I have balls stashed all over Ponyville, in case of ball emergency.
Hey, Cerberus! Look what I have! I'll be back as soon as I've returned him to the gates of Tartarus. Once he's back at home, there'll be no disaster.
To the guard dog.
I wish Twilight would go on epic adventures more often. Best night's sleep I've had in weeks. Hey, Twilight, how'd it go with Cerberus?
Great! I got him back before any of the evil creatures could escape. Oh no!
What's the big deal? It's just a lost dog flyer. I guess the princess hasn't heard we found Cerberus yet.
It's not that. It's this.
A paper cut? Come on, Twilight, you really need to toughen up. Just clean it out and you'll be fine.
The cut's in the exact same spot as the scar on future Twilight's cheek. We haven't changed the future at all. The disaster is still coming. Maybe it's what I don't do. If I stand right here and don't move a muscle until next Tuesday, I can't possibly do whatever it is that future Twilight wanted to warn me not to do.
Really? Then maybe you won't mind if I eat an entire tub of ice cream. So good.
Mike, stop! Think of the stomachache.
Stomachache, huh? That's Future Spike's problem. In fact, she's not gonna move till next Tuesday. She thinks it'll prevent the disaster from happening.
Spike, why are you making things worse?
This is too rich. Hey, Twilight, there's a mouse right behind you. Oh no!
What happened?
I'm so sorry.
Her hair is
I
spiked
didn't mean
back.
to. It was a total accident.
Show me.
I'm not so sure that's a...
Show me! Oh no, this is the same main cut as future Twilight. What's this?
It's Madam Pinky's place.
Madam Pinky?
Enter the chamber.
Spike, we're trying to prevent.
Cool, huh?
Yeah, best one I've seen.
Look deep into the crystal ball, for soon we'll reveal all. Ah, yes, I see something. It is a vision of the future. I see. You, Twilight, you will get...
Yes, and?
That's it.
Are you sure?
Yup, cool birthday present.
Pinky, I need your pinky sense to tell me what the impending disaster is that future Twilight was trying to warn me about.
Oh, my fortune telling has nothing to do with my pinky sense, silly. It's only good for vague and immediate events. Like that. See?
Carry the 15. Negative azimuth on the 14th moon.
Hey, Pinky.
Twilight really serious about finding out about that cool birthday present, isn't she? Are you okay?
Ah, Pinky, I'm glad you're here. Can you help me recalibrate the apertures on the 9 1/4 catadioptric telescopes?
Sure.
So I was thinking, after I came to see Madam Pinky, the
So
flower pot
cute.
landed on her head,
Yeah.
bandage, just like the bandage from the future.
Nice.
I had an epiphany after that flower pot. Doing things didn't work. Not doing things didn't work. And I couldn't predict the future either. So I only had one other choice. Monitor everything.
You've been awake too long, Twilight.
Yeah, Tuesday's not 3 days from now. Tuesday's tomorrow.
Pinky, did you finish recalibrating the apertures on the 9 1/4 inch catadioptric telescopes?
I have no idea. My eye! Don't worry, Twilight. I have eye patches stashed all over Ponyville in case of eye patch emergency. There! Now you look like a pirate. A sleepy pirate with a really weird name cut.
The eye patch. Another sign. Nearly all the signs have come true. I haven't done a thing to prevent the catastrophe. If Tuesday's tomorrow and the disaster happens by Tuesday morning, then there's only one solution. I'll just have to stop time.
Come on, you guys.
It's totally.
Spike, now slowly lift me into the window so we can.
Gosh, I love
Let's get this over with.
Oh my god, that's genius. I'm totally making a recipe book just for our channel. Everything will be inspired by what we watch.
Talk about it off stream so nobody holds you accountable.
No, hold me accountable.
Okay, if my calculations are correct, the star swirl the bearded wing should be right here.
Twilight,
What is it, Spike?
isn't this where we came in?
Cool. Can we climb in the window again? That was super fun.
I don't understand. It's supposed to be right here. How are we supposed to find it now?
Maybe we should ask some pony in the star swirl the bearded wing.
Huh, I missed that. What do we do? What do we do?
Just hide right there.
Hey, Twilight. Haven't seen you in a while. Let me open that for you.
Thanks. Oh no!
They know you're here.
Look! I look just like future Twilight. The last sign has come true.
And that's bad, right?
Come on! It's almost Tuesday morning. The disaster could happen at any moment.
But how do we find the time-stopping spell? There must be a million scrolls here.
I don't know.
You're the disaster.
I don't know, Twilight.
I was
don't
right.
see any disasters. It looks like a pretty nice day.
Good morning, Twilight. Love the new hairstyle. Well, happy Tuesday.
Why isn't any pony surprised to see me sneaking around in here? Is it possible there never was a disaster? That I've just been making myself frantic over nothing?
I don't get it. If future Twilight wasn't warning you about a disaster, then what was she trying to tell you?
I don't know, but I do know one thing. I look ridiculous.
Yeah, you do.
You
And
look
it's all
awful.
because I couldn't
How
stop
badass.
worrying and let the future handle itself. Well, not anymore. From now on, I'm gonna solve problems as they come and stop worrying about every little thing.
It says you can go back once and it only lasts for a few moments. Does that help?
Pinky, you're a genius! It's not scientifically possible. You are not scientifically possible. Twilight, please, I have a very important message for you from the future. You're from the future? That's right, now listen. What happened to you? The future must be awful. Please, I don't have much time. Is there some sort of epic pony war in the distant future or something? Actually, I'm from next Tuesday morning. But that's not really? Where? I've never seen them. They're in the star swirl the bearded wing. Now you have to listen to. Is time travel fun? Or does it hurt? I have so many questions. I have something extremely important to tell you about the future. And I only have a few seconds, so you've got to listen. Whatever you do, don't waste your time worrying about. I can't believe I just did that.
Did you tell her about the cool birthday present?
Remember last week when future Twilight came to warn me about something? That was me trying to warn myself not to worry so much.
I think it's all that ice cream. I thought the stomachache would be future Spike's problem.
Let's get you home.
Time travel. All right, Kyle, what were the two lessons?
Well, they kind of go against each other, but they're both valid. One, prepare yourself because you eventually are going to have to take care of the thing that you're leaving a problem for your future self to deal with.
There will be consequence.
And that's the one that I usually go by. But there's also the other lesson that goes against what I usually go by, which is sometimes it's okay. Just take one problem at a time and deal with the problem in the now instead of focusing on it always on the future. Because I'm, like I was saying, extremely future obsessed. I think that's really what it comes down to, is it's the stress, right? It's good to plan ahead, but not if you're stressing yourself out in the process. So if you can just focus and hone in on just this moment, your life is far less stressful and things are way more manageable, and often you're more productive. But if you don't plan ahead, then you're leaving yourself a huge problem in the future, and that stresses you out. So it goes both
Again,
ways.
live for the moment. That's what this whole episode is about. 'Cause
No.
if you plan too far ahead or you plan too far for the past, you're
So-
not going to enjoy now.
I can honestly say out of any episode I've watched of this show, this one I relate to the most, the absolute most. I was like, this is the Kyle episode right here. Because I'm like, I think future me would do the same thing. I would just go back in time and be like, don't do this thing. And then somehow I'd end up still doing it.
Wow, it's me from the future.
I'd also be very curious and I'd have all these questions like, how does this work? What's going on? Can you tell me more? I need to know this stuff. It's like, specifics.
Yep.
So I was right. She did become the disaster, which is hilarious and, you know, kind of funny. But needless to say, if she didn't go back in time at all,
It would have been fine, but at the same time, you would have like broken time. Like,
and then
that-
she would have never learned a
never
lesson,
existed.
and that's kind of the whole point of the whole thing. So I loved it. It's my kind of episode.
Wonderful. Such a great
100%.
episode. I really enjoy it. I'm glad.
I don't know if I fully learned the lesson myself yet, but you know, I get the message, and that's
Don't
reasonable.
overdo it.
Yeah.
Don't overdo it.
I'll try my best.
Don't overdo it. You create more problems for yourself. Don't overdo it.
It's a lesson that's hard for some of us to learn. We'll leave it with that. But I loved it. It was great. And also, now I definitely am going to make Spike flavored ice cream. Not flavored from Spike, but inspired by Spike. Yes.
We'll be excited to taste it eventually.
Yes. And maybe a recipe book.
We'll see. In any case, thank you all so much for fanning out with us this week.
Fans out!
Are you a brony yet? Are you a brony yet? Are you a brony yet?
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
Make sure you like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications.
Yes, and also support us over at Patreon. We really appreciate all your help, and it helps us make more cartoons to watch like these. Wait, did I say make cartoons?